So you have to register to see if you are one of the lucky few to be picked to be able to pre-order a PS5. This is crazy to me. You have to pre-order for a pre-order. You have to register for a pre-order. I think this is cap. Cap means they are lying. They are lying through their teeth. There is no way that you make a next-gen console with limited limited quantity. Especially when you're going up against your competitor in Microsoft. This just doesn't make sense to me. But actually it does. Because think about it, right? You can't think like the regular consumer. This is how they get you. Everybody wants next gen. Everybody always wants the bigger. Everybody always wants the better, right? So not only are you bringing out a new console that you're having people try, you're going up against someone else. So what do? You go in there, you sit around your round table and you throw out ideas. Whoever came up with the idea that you have to register to see if you can pre-order, like it's not even a guarantee if you register to see if you'll be able to pre-order one of these consoles, is a freaking genius. Because everybody's in an uproar. It's driving so many Xbox people to PlayStation. And it's just because people love that hype of getting something that no one else or only a few people will be able to get their hands on. Now, if I'm going up against a competitor, I would do the same exact thing. Like, this is so genius on their part because they're already projected to sell 2 times as many consoles as Microsoft is. Like, that's just crazy, and I bet you is because of this quote-unquote limited quantity. There is no way that you come into next gen like, oh, we're only gonna make 500 consoles to see how it does. No, you want to make money. They don't make all their money off of these consoles alone. Where they get the most of their revenue is stuff on PlayStation Plus and in the little PlayStation store and accessories and all the extra stuff. That's where they make their money to keep doing everything that they need to do. And if you come out with a limited quantity of these consoles, there is no way that you're gonna make money. Microsoft is gonna blow them out the water just for the simple fact they just released a smaller like base console of the Xbox Series and it's $300. So you mean to tell me people are gonna sit here and wait to be able to pre-order a next gen console when the competitor is already has theirs out? They got it in stock and it's affordable. You cannot tell me that PlayStation doesn't know this. See, you can't think like the consumer. You gotta think like the marketing geniuses that Sony is. So if you guys are in a panic about this whole thing, just chill out. It'll be fine. I promise you, it'll be fine. If you don't understand that, understand this. You got one guy that has regular marijuana, and then you have another guy with high grade. The guy with high grade only has a limited quantity of marijuana, but it's high grade. It gets you to a place where you just want to, you know, you're in your zone. You're in the max zone that you can ever be. You feel like your best person. But the other guy has a decent strand, but is nowhere near as good as this guy right here, right? So if this guy tells you he only has a limited quantity of this, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stock up because you don't want to run out. As a consumer, you do not want to run out. You do not want to be one of the people that doesn't, you know, have this strand, you know, because looks, smell, taste, how you feel, all of that stuff matters. And people gonna know when you smell like old regular Joe over here. They gonna know. They gonna look at it and be like, man, that's little Tony shit from up the street, man. I heard he be spraying perfume on his and cologne and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. This stuff happens. So what do you have to do? You have, especially when you are a competitor, you know, you're competing with somebody over something, you have to make your product be and seem better than the other guy's product, no matter what it is, right? So you can even drive up your price point. If you're about to run out, hey man, I gotta, you know, this is usually 200 a zip, you know, I'm gonna shoot it up to, it's 300 right now, you feel me? Because I only got a little bit. The plug said, you know what I'm saying, stuff ain't going like it need to right now, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be a drought, you know, the Fed's cracking down on this, so I gotta you know, I gotta get this off, and I gotta hike up the price on you, you feel me? I just got to, because hey, it's about to be a drought soon. You know, Lil Tony got some down the street. Man, Lil Tony, you know what I'm saying? How much you got? I'm about to buy as much as I can. That's what everybody's doing with the PS5. Everybody is buying as much, or they're trying to get their hands on it because it's only a limited quantity. You know, if Lil Tony always gonna have some, it's always gonna be there. So you don't have to buy it today, tomorrow, the next day. You can, you know, sit around lollygag until the last minute and it's still gonna be there. But it's not as good as this. So try to get your hands on this, which is PS5 and Xbox. That's the simplest way I can explain it to people. You know, if you didn't understand my first how I explained it, and like it's not rocket science, right? It's not rocket science at all. These guys they'll figure out any way they can to, you know, stay on top of each other. And with everything that the PlayStation is supposed to do, I think is going to be worth the price. Like the controllers, for instance, the PS5 controllers are supposed to, like, say you're playing a driving game and you're going through mud, your controller is going to vibrate different than if you're driving across snow or something. Like, that is just crazy to me. That is just like mind-boggling. Or if you're walking through sand or you're walking through water, this new reconstructed controller is just supposed to be just crazy. And this is the new. You know, the only way that I can see these guys having a limited quantity is if these are just test consoles. So you're literally signing up to pre-order a test console. That makes sense to me. This is dope. I wish it was black, but I think that's just a shadow over this PS5. But dude, they already got the drop on Xbox with making Xbox release their product and pricing first just because they were able to wait. PS5, they're smart, bro. Sony is smart, and I think the PS5 is where it's gonna be. I'm an original Xbox owner. I've been Xbox my whole life, as you can see. I mean, these mugs, look at this, they got dust on them now, man. I got so many controllers. These are two of just my black controllers, because the other ones that I have, they get wore out quick because I play with them a lot. But this right here is where it's at, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. This right here is where it's at. It's gonna be crazy. I don't think everybody should get their panties in a bunch. If you can right now, what you need to do is get somebody that works at Best Buy or Target or somewhere where you can get a console, where they can get one before anyone else. If this information is true, pay them $50, $100. Get your console if you need it. Everybody wants next gen. Everybody wants bigger and better. So you have to do what you need to do to get your console into your home to be able to play it first. Now, the only reason why I don't suggest, you know, buying the first couple if, you know, you're limited on money, if you're limited on money is when these consoles first come out, they always have a bunch of bugs. Okay, they're test consoles, so they always have a bunch of bugs. Who knows? Maybe that's why the price is so high, because they're just supremely tested, but they always have bugs. So we're not even gonna say that. If y'all remember when the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 came out, it was crazy, especially, you know, with all of the stuff that was going wrong. So they was releasing, you know, multiple versions of each console. So it's hit or miss with this stuff because it's new. They haven't had time to get feedback from the consumer to see, you know, what's good, what's bad, what do we need to take out, what do we need to speed up. Like, this video was already longer than I needed to be. You know, long story short, just don't worry about them. They are trying to sell. And how do you sell? You cap to the fullest. You make sure that this person's like, if I can't get this, I register, I'm able to pre-order, I will be the first ones to get it, one of the first ones to get it, and then everybody is gonna be able to get it, bruh. You know, people are gonna be, oh, I'm one of the first ones to get it, and then everybody else gonna be able to buy it anyway. So I wouldn't worry about it. You know, look at other YouTube videos, go everywhere and try to, you know, get as much information as you can. Try to think like you're the developer of, you know, these systems, and it'll make you, you know, think a different way. It's been your boy Pockets. Till the next time, I'm out.